Yo, what is up guys, MrPantaloons here with the Opera Omnia Krill event banner. So we have Krill, Cecil and Yaffe on the newest banner. We obviously have 15 and 35 CP Krill, we also have 15 and 35 CP Cecil, and unfortunately we only have the 15 CP for Yaffe, which is a pretty big disappointment in my opinion, because we did try to play co-op with Yaffe. We do have her weapon. I can show you right here what we've been using. We've been trying with Yaffe right here with her weapon, 0 limit breaks, but still she's got the synergy and everything, and she is atrocious. Probably even with MLB she's not going to be that good in this co-op, so it kind of boggles my mind that she didn't get her 35 CP. So I don't know what's up with that, but you can see what I've been doing my event with, which is Cecil right here with a Crimson Edge with 1 limit break. He worked beautifully. We managed to get like 200k scores and some 100k scores as well, and we managed to complete the event actually in less than 2 days. It took us about 1 day, and then on the second day it was fairly easy. I actually got a few runs of 205k score, so that was pretty fast. We actually still need to do the let me show you real quick. So if we go to missions, events, we still need to defeat Greatest Marlboro a couple more times, but we also finished the milestones already. So Cecil, he's a beast. Just to grab a weapon on him and you're gonna be good to go. So in terms of co-op, you're not gonna really have any problems there. You can use Cecil, and I guess if you don't have a great sword at all, you could possibly use someone else like Tidus, Ace, or any 35 CP. You should probably still do fairly well, but if you have Cecil with a great sword, you're gonna be golden. Now let's go into this banner. So Krill, let me say real quick that Krill, I believe you kinda need her 15 CP passive because she has a really nice passive. So you might have to use her 15 CP instead of her 35 CP, which means you're gonna lose out on some stats. And if you do want to go for the 35 CP as well, obviously you're gonna need to MLB the 15 CP to get the passive. So she is a bit of a bigger investment initially, I believe. Cecil, obviously he is really good. He is more of a niche character for co-op. If you get his 35 CP, then you are pretty much golden. However, if you get his 15 CP, that's not gonna do too much for him. And then Yaffe, of course, she's not that great. And I guess Krill, I should say that she is, from what I heard, the best Brave battery in the game right now, so she's probably pretty good. But as I said, you might need her 15 CP weapon. So we can see the triple 15 here, and then the 35 Cecil and the 35 Krill. But let's go more in depth on these 3 characters. So we have here Dissidia DB, starting off with Krill. She is a blue crystal and she uses staffs. So let's go ahead onto her ability. So she has Ray of Hope and Thunder. Now Ray of Hope, self 3 turns attack up, grants caster initial bravery to the target, and it also gives 3 turns of greater elemental damage. It also has Mastery with 2 uses. Ray of Hope Plus grants 1.5 caster initial bravery and the same greater elemental damage. Now Thunder, that is obviously a Thunder Brave magic attack, 3 turns max Brave up, Mastery with 2 uses, moderately boosts Brave damage, and then it becomes a potent Thunder Brave magic attack with the Mastery. In terms of passive abilities, she has, let's just look at her level 50. We see that she does have a level 60 in Japan currently. Now her level 50 slightly raised initial bravery and speed when an ally's bravery is below their initial bravery, which is not that bad, right? That's pretty good. Slightly raised initial bravery and speed when an ally bravery is below their initial bravery. So it's kind of a Shiva buff right there. You get the speed and then some initial bravery, so that's interesting. And then on her gear list we can see exactly what I meant. So first off, her 5-star armor looks pretty good. Initial bravery and attack, you probably want those because initial bravery, it synergizes with her skills, right? So that piece of armor is pretty much perfect for her. You also get some more damage. Now her 15 CP, check this out, turns Ray of Hope to an AoE ability and lowers its action delay, extend duration of small attack up and elemental weakness damage up. So just because you get the AoE on the Ray of Hope, it feels like such a great boost for her, so you obviously want that 15 CP passive. So you're either gonna have to use this weapon or MLB it before actually transitioning into 35. The passive is just too good. It just allows her to do that much more for your party. And then her 35, increased potency of thunder, grant small initial bravery up for 3 turns and extend duration to 6 turns when the ability is mastered. So there we go. And then the passives here, raise brave by 5%. I guess this one is not that great, but you do have the mighty thunder at least, so there might be some problems in here, but we're not really concerned about the artifact passive. So Krill, all in all, she is a good character, but you might have to invest into her or just use her 15 CP. So I don't really like her because of that, because of having to invest into her 15 CP. Now I guess let's continue with Krill. I usually do them. Yeah, let's just continue with Krill. Let's do it differently this time. So this is what I like to say, what I like to call the first half of level 60 awakenings. This is from around the end of March. You can see that Krill with her level 60, she was rated at 90, and then on today's list she is going to be rated 81, so she is dropping quite a bit, but she's still holding on pretty strong with her level 60 right there. So she is a good investment all in all. Now actually, when does she get her level 60? I actually don't know when she gets her level 60, so that might be a problem. She might get it a bit too late, but we do know that her level 60 is pretty good. Now on to Cecil. We pretty much know our Dark Knight Cecil here. He's got Darkness, Group Range, Brave Attack, slightly consume HP upon use, and then Valiant Blow, which is pretty much what you are aiming to get out of your Cecil. 3-hit melee Brave Attack, target knockback, it guarantees the launch, it moderately consumes HP upon use. So what you do, you bring Cecil in co-op and you just spam Valiant Blow, and the boss will get launched every single time, and that way you will charge your summons super fast. It takes you about 4 turns to just charge up your Sylph or Chocobo, so that goes pretty fast. Now in terms of passive abilities, his level 50 prevents KO if HP is over 40% and leaves its value at 1. I don't think I like this one. I haven't used it at all myself, because you're probably not gonna get too much use of this one. This is just too specific, and it also costs 20 CP, so I don't like his level 50. But again, you bring him for the Valiant Blow, so that's not going to really be an issue here. Now in terms of gear list, you got Dark Helm, you get some attack on that one, so that's nice. You get the HP. I don't think that really matters, because you're gonna take a lot of damage regardless, since you're using your abilities. So I don't know how useful that 680 extra HP is going to be. I'm gonna say it's probably not that useful. And then his 15 CP increased potency of darkness grants small max brave up for 2 turns, and then the 35 CP is really what you want, because you get the Valiant Blow potency and lowered action delay, and you also get a small attack up for 5 turns. So this would be ideal to get. And then the artifact passives, Mighty Darkness, Mighty Valiant Blow, those look pretty good. So that is Cecil. Now in terms of his future, you can check out his level 60 right here. So once he was at 82 here. This may have been actually just when he got his EX weapon, which is interesting because I see there's something in parentheses here, but there we go. And today he is rated at 84, so he did go higher with his EX, and then he dropped a bit when the meta shifted towards Lael and Kate Sith. So there we have it for Cecil. And Yaffe, man, poor Yaffe. Abilities, she's got Snatch, gain target bravery before unleashing range brave attack. Doesn't really have much uses at all, and it's not a very good skill either. Rebuff, transfer own debuffs to target. Again, not that great. Has very low uses. Her kit is just not that good, unfortunately. Her passives, it doesn't even have a level 60 available in Japan. She has been forgotten. Now her level 50 slightly raised speed for 2 turns and grant low probability of inflicting small speed down debuff for 2 turns after a brave attack for 15 CP. That doesn't sound too great to me, and she's already a pretty fast character, so I don't know about that one. And now her gear list is 35 CP. Would have been nice to have in global right now, but unfortunately we do not. And her 15 CP, look at this, grant small max bravery up for 1 turn. What is this? What is this? So 1 turn max brave up, 1 with snatch. How does that even work? Yo, Phoenix, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. So her 15 CP passive is like the worst. She doesn't even get potency, or she doesn't get anything. 1 turn max brave up, that's it? You're kidding me, right? She's just horrible. I don't know what they were thinking. But anyway, let's go and check her out. So again, this is from around April. She's at 61 because again she has no level 60, and today in Japan she's actually gone higher, 64 somehow. I'm not sure how. Did she get like some buffs, like, because she only got her 35, so I'm not sure what happened here that she got bumped up somehow. Maybe she found more uses. So just to recap again, Krill, one of the best brave batteries in the game. She is definitely really nice to have. I should also mention that she is really great with Vincent if you have him, because they both deal thunder damage and they synergize very well, especially since Krill gives you boosts on your elemental damage. And then Cecil, he is good for co-ops, so if you want him for co-op, his 35 is going to be very useful. Other than that, he usually does well even without his 15. As long as you have a great sword, you are going to do just fine. And then Yaffe, she's not going to do anything, unfortunately. And we should also do some simulations on this banner, because myself, I'm not going to pull on this banner. This is a skip for me. I had to think pretty hard if I wanted Cecil or not, but honestly I would not want anything out of here other than his Claw of Darkness, and I don't like to chase just this one weapon. That is just setting myself up for a not so good result, so I'd rather skip. And I feel like Cecil, I don't know how consistent he can be. I feel like he's not as consistent as I would like him to be, so for that reason I would skip on this banner for now. But let's go ahead and do a simulation pull real quick. So on this banner, if I would be to pull, I would just do a maximum of 15k gems. Usually you should get 135 CP weapon in 15k, so that's what I would go for on this banner. So let's go ahead and see if we get anything good here. So Walkable, not the best start. Go 10k. So King 15 CP, and the final one we would have gotten 35 Krill, and this is my problem. See, in 15k we got 35 Krill, but that is not going to be all that useful again, because Krill, I feel like this is the perfect example. Again, we got the 35, but the problem is she needs her 15, because her 15 is what really makes her great. this passive right here turns Ray of Hope to AoE. That is such a huge boost, so that is why I don't like to pull on Krill on this banner, because you may end up getting her 35 and you're not going to be able to use it basically. So I'd rather not pull on Krill just because she costs too much. She's too big of an investment, and this banner, you don't have too many options. Yaffe there, she is pretty much dead weight without her 35. So that is it for this banner. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are, and yeah, I shall see you next time. Have a good one and take care.